Yo, what's up guys, Stir-Fry here, and today we are gonna go into C11, the new hunt. I'm gonna show you my team and we're gonna talk about it. Alright, first of all, this is the team I am running: Taiwan, C11, Tama, and LuLu. I'll explain why, but first let me show you the stats. Alright, this is my Taiwan. He's on speed hit, nothing special really. He's got decent tanky stats, he's pretty fast, he's got pretty good effectiveness. He's on the 30 EE because it is the only one that has any effect at all in this new hunt. And he is on Prophetic Candlestick for the cooldown reduction, and he is Molad for extra cooldown reduction as well. Here is my Tama, the MVP of like all PvE. She's on speed immunity just because I use her in PvP, so she has an immunity set. She's kind of tanky, she's pretty fast just because I use her with the Tama Assyria team. I did switch out her artifact for Wondrous Potion Vial instead of Idol's Cheer. It will still work pretty well in PvP, but having the cleanse is going to be pretty important in this hunt. Now the other hero I'm using is Luluka. The reason I'm using Luluka is because she's a mage, and having cooldown reduction and non-attack skills is very important in this hunt. She's got 4k attack, she's pretty low speed, but she's got decent crit chance and crit damage. She's got high effectiveness because I do want to land that defense break. She's on the second EE to try to get the additional proc on the skill 1. She is on Attica Scepter for the cooldown reduction. She does have some molas, as you can see, for cooldown and effect chance. Now for my main damage dealer, I'm running C11. C11 is who I use in Arena quite often. So she's set up for Arena, she's not set up exactly for this hunt. That is why she has Tag Hells on her. She is on Destruction Broken set. She's got pretty good attack, you know, defense, health, no one cares. Speed is okay. She gets boosted up because of her passive. 55% crit chance because that's all you need. She will usually have the crit buff up, and she's got 345 crit damage. Of course, there are different options for this team, but this is what I'm running right now, and we'll talk about it. Alright, so we're gonna run this hunt. You can see my people in the background doing their things. I think this is a pretty... It's got some gimmicks in it. It's pretty fun. It's not too hard, I don't think, as long as you have the right heroes with the necessary skills to do this hunt. So the main gimmick in this is their danger. They call it danger. It's pretty much like aggro or hate, enmity, whatever you want to call it. Whatever MMOs you've played in the past, you can refer to that. We're gonna call it aggro because it makes more sense to me, or whatever. I'm not gonna call it danger because I probably won't end up saying it correctly. So this is the first boss. He's kind of annoying. He just counters a ton and stuns you, but it's only one enemy, which is kind of different than the usual with 3 or 4 mobs. Well, whatever. So once you get past him, you fight the boss as usual. Alright, so this is the boss. Generally, like how I have it worked out right now, it is actually perfect. You do not want your Tama to use her S3 right away, because when the boss moves, he's going to put restrict and slow on everybody. So if your Tama is able to move right after that, or your cleanser, whoever you use, that is like a perfect setup. Sometimes it doesn't work out very well, and your Tama will S3 before he does that skill. That skill that he just did will strip and land restrict and slow on you, so that kind of hurts. It definitely hurts my party because I have C11 and Tama who pushes skills. Now that she uses her S3, she cleanses and she will push you up, which will allow you to attack. So how the danger level works is every time you hit the boss, you will get 1 stack. I guess it only stacks up to 5 times. Once you get a stack, it keeps building up and he will do more damage to you. He will attack the person with the highest stacks. As you can see, Taiwan has 3 stacks, so he is attacking Taiwan. If you all have the same amount of stacks, he will attack randomly. I'm pretty sure it's random. But when he attacks, he also does additional damage like that, as you saw to C11. It's kind of like a Uberius Tooth kind of effect. It procs and it does additional damage depending on how much danger level I think. I'm not 100% positive on this, correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it also doesn't proc. I have yet to figure out why it doesn't, but I won't complain if he doesn't do extra damage to me. So to clear the danger level off of you, you have to use a non-attack skill. That is why having cooldowns and things that reduce cooldown is very important. And you have to unless you can figure out a way in the future. But right now, as we're just getting into this today, you have to use someone who has a non-attack skill, such as Taiwan with his S2, C11 with her S3, LuLu with her S2, and Tama with her S3. That is why I am running Etika Scepter on LuLu, so she can get the cooldown up faster. And I am also running Prophetic Candle on what's his face, Taiwan, that he can S2 more often as well. Because every time you use a non-attack skill, it clears the danger off of you. That will mean he will not target you. Not only that, he will do less damage to you. As you can see right there, we have the red bar on all my people's HP. That is the injury set. Injure set? Yeah. That kind of gets rid of that piece of HP that you will never be able to recover. However, you are able to still get shields that go past that red mark. So having the shield from LuLu is pretty nice, because it actually gives you an additional piece of health that you are no longer able to get. As you can see right here, see, it fills up. Yeah, so it's actually really nice. LuLu is pretty good in this hunt, I would say. She's got the defense break, she's got the defense buff, and the shield. She's got defense break S3 and S1. So she's got a full kit that works perfectly with this hunt. The reason I brought Taiwan into this hunt is because I didn't want to regear my flurry. I wanted someone with a prophetic candlestick in my front line. I guess it doesn't matter in the front line, but I wanted someone with a prophetic candlestick. And even though flurry is a good choice because she heals, she pushes CR, and she's got a defense break, I did not want to regear her for this hunt because I use her very often in RTA and in Guild Wars. So I brought Taiwan because why not? I don't use them anywhere else since I don't use them for Wyvern 11 anymore. Or whatever I geared them up for initially. Tama, she's a no-brainer. Tama's the freaking queen of PvE. She does everything you need. Tama is just awesome. I don't think there needs to be much explanation to that. C11, she could be replaced, but I'm using her now because I found her to work. So maybe in the future, maybe I'll replace her with someone else that's dedicated to this hunt. But her kit works well. She has the S3, which is a non-attack skill. She pushes CR, and her CR gets pushed a lot from the AoE from Taiwan and LuLu. So that is why Taiwan is also, I think he works well, better than Flurry in this case, because he has the S3 to push up C11. C11, she's a beast. I don't think she needs too much explanation. She hits very hard. She pushes CR. What else do you need, right? So that's why I have C11 in there. I have talked to some people and they've been using people such as Yuna, not the dragon, the Yuna, the free one that everyone forgot about. She works very well because she can also push C11 with her S1, and she has a non-attack on her S2, which also gives attack buff and speed buff. She also has some free EEs we got, I think. I don't know when we got them, but if you're a newer player, you might not have them, I guess. Sorry about that. And the ranger artifacts kind of work. I would say you want to avoid using any kind of dual attacks. Dual attacks will build danger stacks on you on your DPS. So when you build the danger stacks on your DPS, it's going to hurt because they are going to be the one who are getting hit. You want to make it so it's pretty even. Like if you see right now, it's pretty even. Everyone has 3 stacks right now. So he's going to be attacking randomly. So that actually worked out very well. A lot of times it doesn't work out that well because dual attacks really mess with it. And it's unavoidable. So it's just part of the game. You just gotta work around it, and that's how it is. But this is a team I found to work. I think a lot of people do have these characters, and you should be able to build something like this. I wanted to try Sirmia as they had it in the original video in this, but my Sirmia has no skill ups, so I was like, screw that. So I went with C11 instead, and I think C11 does work better than Sirmia does, unless maybe you have a really freaking good Sirmia. then maybe that'll work better for me. But for now, this is what I'm gonna stick with. If I tweak my characters a little bit more, maybe Taiwan and LuLu change up their gear a bit, because I don't use them anywhere else. So if I tweak them a bit, I think I can get them to work very well in this hunt. Alright, so that is the team I am using for C11 for the past not very long, because I just woke up. I cleared up to 11, I threw in a team, and it worked. And it's pretty stable if you ask me. I'm gonna tweak up their gear a bit, have some fun with it. I think I can make this a little better. There are definitely replacements to all these characters, I would say. Maybe not Tama, because Tama's is so freaking good. But if you have any other characters you want to talk about it, feel free to chuck it in the comments below. We can all talk about it. We'll build some teams. We'll have some fun. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it informative. Thank you for hanging out with us, and I'll see you guys next time.